Hello everybody, welcome to NDTV, and this is a special segment where we talk to corporate veterans on what is work-life balance. I know there's been a lot of debate on 70-hour, 90-hour work-life work days in a week, thanks to the comments that have been made by S.N. Subrahmanyan, the L&T chairperson, and before that Narayan Murthy. But what do corporate veterans feel about this? We have with us Mr. Sandeep Verma. He is the country head, South Asia of Bayer Consumer Health. Thank you, Mr. Verma, for being here. One question I wanted to ask you is, do companies actually invest in any kind of data collection on how much do they make their employees work? Are their employees feeling the kind of stress that they shouldn't be feeling? Is there any sense of data on that front?
Yeah, I think you asked a very broad question. I think the starting point is, as a nation, okay, do we want to be known as the most hardworking nation on this world? Or do we want to be known as the most productive nation on this world? And it can't be both. Let me tell you very, very clearly, it can't be both. Currently, the way things stand, we are definitely a nation of workaholics. We are definitely a nation that works the hardest. Are we the most productive nation in the world? Definitely not. So we do have people who work hard, who slog hard, but their productivity can be a lot better. And to understand this, understand the reason for why productivity levels are not as high despite working so hard, we conducted this survey, which we call the Superintendent Fatigue Survey. Some very startling results came from there, and with your permission, I would like to give you some insights from there. So this was a survey conducted amongst an age group of working professionals, age group 25 to 45, and across 10 cities in India. So it was pretty extensive. First finding of the survey, 85% of our workforce wakes up feeling fatigued, which means that if you're starting your day itself feeling slightly fatigued, which is a startling fact. Almost 80% of the people reported feeling drowsy throughout the day. So as you are going through your office, you're going through your daily work, you're feeling drowsy, or as you're working at home, you're feeling drowsy throughout the day. Okay, a big chunk of the population actually felt that earlier they were able to do tasks much better. So the tasks that they were able to do well, they are not able to finish all of those tasks now. So sudden changes happened. Some people attributed this to age. Some people attributed this to laziness, etc. So there was, the whole bunch of insights which come out seem to suggest that there is a big challenge with productivity, and that is linked to people feeling fatigued. Now, if anybody who's watching this particular show also relates with this sort of thing, you need to answer the question. You need to ask yourself the question, why are you feeling fatigued? It could actually be linked to the nutrition that you're taking. It could be pointing towards some micronutrient deficiencies in your body. You may be taking the right proteins, the right carbs, the right fats, etc. But if you don't have the right micronutrients in your body, you won't have the fuel to burn it, essentially. Right. So your body is not going to move forward. So let's ask the right questions. Let's address the problem of fatigue in this country to be able to answer the question of how do we become the nation of most productive people. I don't care about whether we work 70 hours or 90 hours. It is about, can I work 100% of my productive cells, even if I'm working 40 hours or 48 hours? That's what we should be debating.
It's a very good point. Also, sir, tell us how do you measure productivity? How do I know if I've been productive enough? Because there is a lot of talk about quantity of work, but there's also quality of work that matters. As journalists, there are these times such as elections where we put in a lot. I'm sure in corporate India that happens during certain times. But when it becomes a pattern, working 90 hours a week, when it becomes a pattern, do you think that is when productivity dips? How do you measure it?
100%. It definitely dips when you break your pattern. Your body is essentially not a machine. It is similar to a machine, but it's not 100% a machine. And it gets used to a certain routine. It gets used to a certain pattern. That pattern may seem correct to you to begin with. And when you are slightly younger, you can put in a lot of those nightly hours, etc., etc. And then you start thinking that, okay, I'm doing the right kind of things. But not really. If you are ignoring leaves, if you're not taking weekends, if you're not spending a good amount of time away from work, if you don't have that work-life balance, your body will eventually call out. Your body will eventually ask for help. And that is what is leading to all of these challenges that you are seeing around fatigue, around stress. We also did a stress survey just to understand, since you asked the point on stress. to understand the level of stress in India. 90% of Indians are stressed. 90% of Indians are stressed. And this is actually, unfortunately, more in women than it is in men. So the difference is not stark, but it's there. The key reasons of stress are financial. Somebody said, spoke about financial stress. Somebody spoke about healthcare concerns. So we are fatigued and we are stressed both. And this is definitely, on account of what you are subjecting your body to. Are you subjecting yourself to, once in a while if you're working extra hours, that's fine. But if you're doing it at a regular basis, if you're ignoring your body's signs, you have a headache and you're working through that headache without attending to it. Obviously, you can't be 100% at your 100% productive self, right? You're bound to get more irritated. You're bound to fail at work if you're working
absolutely.
in that way. So the answer over this, please look for signs from your body. If you're feeling fatigued, if you're having constant headache, please figure out why that is happening. And for God's sake, work-life balance exists. Trust me, you have to take care of that. There is no such thing as working on weekends. Everything eventually takes a toll on your health. Everything.
Okay.
Whether it takes a toll now or it takes a toll a few years down the line, that's all that there is to it. But it will take a toll. So work the right hours, work productively, and please answer the question that your body is posing to you.
That's very nicely said. Sandeep Verma here, country head of South Asia, Bayer Consumer Health, giving those golden words. Listen to your body, look out for signs and be productive. Don't really bother about the quantity of work that you put in. Thank you so much for watching NDTV.